Wow, welcome to Cooking with Papatucks, the Papatucks Kitchen. How y'all doing out there? Today we got us up a special. First, you gotta go get a pizza, in case this comes out lousy. Not really, this is really good. We're gonna be doing Papatucks Enchiladas. I got this recipe when I lived on a Navajo Indian reservation in New Mexico. It goes way back. And it's the Indians' way of doing enchiladas. It's really good. I've changed a few things, you know, making it easier because, like this time of year, you can't get this out of the garden. So I got this at your local grocery store, you know, shop and stop here on the island. But first, before I get into this, I want to thank my sponsor, Bo's Gas Service. And he's all over the yellow pages on Martha's Vineyard and in the paper and all that. You can call him. He's got a phone number. And I want to thank you. Thank you, Bo, for sponsoring our shows. That's really nice of you. And as you know, a lot of this proceeds off sales of the cookbook and whatnot through my website go to food pantries, and we're starting to do things for the homeless shelters, which is really cool. And there's a new group, Hot Mess, out in the state of Washington, and they're a mother and daughter team, and you're going to be seeing their music. They're cutting new CDs and things of that nature. They're really good. And they are doing portions, not really quite sure how it's working yet. You can find out at their website, but and you can get their website through my website at papabooks.net, and they're doing things with the homeless shelters, and I'm going to dig into that a little bit deeper to see how in depth they're doing that. I think that's awesome. Thank you so much. Well, let's get into this. Believe it or not, this is actually very easy to prepare, and I've got some chicken. What I did is I did up 2 nice chicken breasts, okay? And that's just fried up. I just fried that up in a little bit of olive oil and some peanut oil. And that's all prepped ahead. And that's actually more than what you're going to use. And I'll use whatever's left in my other dish that I'm going to do in another show. Okay? And this is one that you may not believe. You can either use orange juice, some mango juice, you know, things of that nature in the citrus den. I'm actually using crushed orange juice. A 1/4 cup goes into this, and I'll show you when we get into that. But this is really, I'll get this out of the way. It's really easy to prepare. You're going to use 2 onions, and again, I'll put this on my website so you can copy and paste this. But you're going to use 2 onions. I've got a bowl of homemade salsa that I made. And again, I'll do this on another show and show you how Papatuck makes homemade salsa. Okay, we're going to be using 1/2 of a red pepper. I'm not going to use this whole thing. And I'm going to be using 3 scallions. I love it. And we're going to be using some white corn tortillas, okay? These things are a must, okay? And I'll show you how to set that up. And I've got some Monterey Jack cheese. You can use a cheese of your choice, but I like to use Monterey Jack in this. Cut this into slices, okay? I'll put this down out of the way. And I've got 2 habanero peppers going into this. I'll cut these up. I'll show you as we put this together. But let me put this aside over here. You're going to need a casserole dish, about like that. Okay? Some peanut oil. You're going to be using some diced tomatoes. And I've got some, you know, some roasted garlic diced tomatoes. I've got 4 cans, okay? 4 of the smaller cans. Okay, not the big ones, okay? And you've got some hot sauces going in here. First, before I get into this, gotta get the binoculars on. Wait a minute. Whoop. There's the binoculars so I can see what the chick I'm doing here. Alright, now we're going to be putting some cilantro into this. Not a lot, but I picked up a package. I mean, this whole thing is very inexpensive also. So, you know, and that's really a big secret of today. Alright, and we're going to be using 4 pieces of garlic in this. Now, the first thing you want to do is get your fry-later out. This is the very first thing that you want to do. Let me get this out of the way over here. We are going to put a little bit of peanut oil, or a high burn oil. I like to use peanut oil. And we're just going to put a little bit of that on the bottom. Not a lot. Very, you know, don't even cover the bottom. We'll get that going after. What we're going to do is we're going to warm this up. And the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to take these tortillas, okay, out the package. And what we're going to do is after this gets hot, we're going to put one side down for 3-4 seconds and flip it after 3 or 4 seconds, no more than that. Get both sides 3-4 seconds and put them on a plate. We're going to do all that first. That'll be our first step, and we're going to do that right now as soon as this gets up to temperature. Now you're going to want a couple of things of hot sauce, okay? Now this is like a smoky hot Chipano chilies, and you can find these in your grocery store. They're on the aisles. Look where your spices and things of that nature is. You can use your favorites. It doesn't really matter what kind you want, but this is a hot sauce, okay? And we're going to be using and we're not putting a lot in, you know, we're just putting a little bit in. Then we're using the canola oil, which is probably just a teaspoon to this, okay? And I'll show you as we get into this. Love this stuff. It's awesome. Puts a little tang to it, okay? And like I said, you want the pizza in case it's too hot. Yeah, I love it. All right, now while this oil is coming up to temp, we stir that around just a little bit. We'll start cutting everything up, okay? And I have my oven preheating at 350, and you'll see why when we get into this, because we're going to lay all these out as we prepare them into the casserole dish, okay? So let's see where our temp is here. Get that slowly coming up. And we'll set these babies off to the side, like this. We'll get our pepper cut up here. Now we're only going to be using about a half of this pepper, okay? Like I said, just half. And all we're going to want to do is sort of dice this baby up. We just want to dice it. And then we'll cook it. We'll cook this baby right in. Look at that baby dice up. Love red peppers. Now again, you can use green pepper in this too. I wanted to put a little red color into this. Okay, that's why I went with the red pepper. And this is a sweet pepper, a sweet bell red. Love these things. Oh my God, that smells good too. Okay, so now we got that diced up. We're going to put that off to the side a little bit. And put this right over here. We've got our garlics diced up. Of course, we want to get the skins off these babies. You don't want to dice them up, skins on them. Now, I've got to say hello to my son-in-law to be Josh. How you doing, Josh? And I hope my grandson's watching Marshall. How you doing, Marshall? And Mary Beth, take care of both of them. That's all I can say. And I hope you're enjoying your new car. I love it. All right, we get the skins off of these babies. Throw that right there. Now our oil's coming up to temp real quick here, so I want to hurry up and get these skins off so I can get these tortillas in there and get them done. It really is not going to take long to get them done. And it really don't take long to put the skins off these garlics neither. Now you can also get your garlic already set. Just get some minced garlic in the jar out the store. But I love this garlic from the cloves. It's just much, much fresher. You know? Love it. So let's put them right over there for a minute. Get that out of the way. Check our oils. Oh yeah, this baby's hot enough for our tours. So what we're going to do, she's starting to bubble up. We're going to turn that down a little bit. Yeehaw! Now remember, this is only going on 3 seconds on each side. We're going to put 2 of them in there. Right there. Put a third one in there. Just like this, okay? Now, 1001, 1002. 1003. We'll flip that baby right over. Just like this. Just like that. You do not want to overcook these because you're going to be rolling these babies, okay? And out it comes. Put it right there. Put it right there. Let them breathe. Right there. Let's get there our peppers in here. Get them off the meat board. They can go right in there, okay? We're going to do these in steps. And let's just chop our garlics up a little bit. And we sort of want to dice our garlics up, okay? Not a lot, just get them diced up. Just like this. My God, I love the smell of garlic. And it's good for you, too. Good for the blood. Wife don't like it much. Alright, let's get that right there. We're diced up on the garlic end. Let's throw that right in there. Boop, 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 boop. Just like that. Now, we are going to get 2 onions going in this baby. Okay, let's get these all diced up. We want to dice our onions. Just like that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now what we're going to do here is slice down. I've said this before, for all you new cooks out there, be careful you don't cut your fingers. Slice down and do not go all the way through the onion. Okay? Just like that. Don't go all the way through. It's holding together, okay? Flip it around and get the other side. Just a little bit. Just like that. Now flip it. You know, we've cut this way. Now we're going to cut this way. Do the same thing. A little bit. Do not go all the way through. Just like that. Okay? Just flip it and do the other side a little bit. You're going to lose a little bit. Don't worry about it. Now cut the end of it off. Gives you a flat spot. Okay? Set your flat spot down. And now you have got a very easily diced onion. Look at that. It's all set. Oh, there's your dices. There's your dices. Look at that. Perfectly sized. Now we're going to put that right in there. Get that baby cooking. Okay. Let's get the rest of this onion in there. We'll finish this like this because it's getting too close. We don't cut our hands. Turn this baby up to about 275. Now we're going to put a couple scallions in here. Okay. I'm going to cut the roots off the scallions. Get the roots off there. And we're just going to chop the scallions up a little bit. No big deal. And be careful you don't cut your fingers. And I'm putting the whole scallion in. Every bit of it. 3 of them. 3 scallions. Okay? And them babies are going right in there. Just like that. Voila. Now, we're going to put the habaneros in there. Now these babies are a little hot, but we're going to put the whole habanero in. And we are going to just dice these babies up like this. We're going to cut it down the middle. I just cut the tip of it off. And now I'm sort of quartering them. What I'm going to do is hold my stem end, and I'm going to slice in like this to sort of quarter it. And I did this way and this way. So now I've got 4 pieces when I cut this up. Very easy. And now, and you can use any kind of a hot pepper that you want in this, but the original recipe calls for habanero. And I love habanero. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this. And we're putting seeds and all in there. We're not deseeding. Look at that baby cut up. Beautiful, nice my son got me for Christmas. Yeah! Look at that. Now let's just get that tip of it off. And let's chop them up a little bit more. Sort of like dice them. There we go. Now that's going in there. Right into the mix. Okay. Let's stir that around the bottom a little bit. Just like this. Okay? Just like that. Now, this is done in steps. We are going to brown this. We're going to put just a little bit more peanut oil in there because our shell soaked up the other oil. See how flexible these still are? That's what you want. But you want them browned a little bit. Now we're going to put a little bit more peanut oil in there so we can start browning. While we're browning this, we are going to take some chicken. Let's get this mixed around a little bit. And I'm going to bring this up so that the camera can see it, what we're dealing with here. Wait a minute, okay. And this is what we're dealing with right here. And what we're after is we're going to brown this. And this is like step number 2. The chicken had to be done first. Okay, let's get that going. Alright, now, our chicken, you're going to be using about a breast, okay? Mid-size chicken, just 1 breast. I've got extra, like I said, because I'm going to be doing quesadillas up with it too on another show. But I'm going to take my breast, just like this. Now look at, that's about a breast. Let's go a little bit more in a breast. That's about a breast right there. Okay, that's about what we're using. I'm going to take and just cut this up. We want to, it's almost like a, I don't know, strings of the chicken, you might say, is how you want this, okay? You do not want big chunks in it. And you can use pork, you can use beef, you can use sausage, you can use anything you want in this. Chicken, you can put turkey in it, any kind of a meat you want. Let me just break this up real good. Okay, now that we've got that chunked up, we're going to take some and we actually are going to break this into our mix. And again, thank you, Bo, for sponsoring. God bless you. Thank you so much. Guy's awesome. He's just expanded his business here on Martha's Vineyard. They're doing air conditioning, refrigeration. He's took on some very high-tech qualified technicians, and they're doing multi-million-dollar installs with air conditioning systems and heating systems, and they're awesome. Thank you, Bo. Thank you, Bo. Can't say that enough. I guess they're doing refrigeration work in the restaurants, and they're hooking up new contracts and all that stuff. So really, really cool. I look forward to some more sponsorship, Bo. Look at this. My God, this is smelling good. This is smelling good. Let's break that up a little bit more. Look at that. After we get this all broke up and shredded in here, Papatuck's going to go wash his hands. You got to keep your hands clean when you're dealing with food. So, just like that. Like that. And like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to say hello to Adam. Hello, Adam. How you doing? Now, Adam's a 15-year-old that emailed me that loves watching the shows out in Louisiana. How you doing, Adam? I hope you're enjoying the shows, and you just keep on cooking. You're going to have to take care of a Mama Adam there when you get older. Like Papatuck takes care of Mama Tuck. There you go. Got the hands nice and clean. I'm over here to put a top on my Presto. Let's look at this a little bit. Oh my God, this is browning up nice. Now, we don't want to go too much. We just want to brown this up a little bit. We want to get all our peppers and onions cooked up. Oh my God, that looks good. We'll put top on it. We're going to let that cook. We'll kick that up in temp just a little bit to about 300. Get this put to the side. We are going to get our cheese ready. Okay? I like to get my cheese ready right about now. And I'm using, like I said, my Monterey Jack. Let me get this package opened up on this. Just like that. Get into that. Boy, they put the packing right to these babies, don't they? There we go. There we go. And what we want to do with our cheese, okay, is we want to cut this like this, very thin. Because in each one of these torts, we're going to put a slice of cheese. And actually, everything that we're preparing here is done. So when we put these together and roll them up, we'll put sauce on top of those. We'll put them in the oven, and basically when the cheese is melted, these things are ready to serve. Okay? So let's just get the baby sliced up here. Just like that. So we're done a little bit ahead here. Look at that. Nice. And you, like I said, you can put whatever kind of cheese you want into this thing. Okay, but what we're dealing with, the slice is about like that. Okay? So that's enough there. Let's stir this mix a little bit. See how she's looking? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Very nice. This is going to take about, when you get to this point that's in your Presto, or your electric fryer, or you can be doing this on a frying pan and top stove too. But my point is, this is going to take you at 275, 300, somewhere in that area, about 15 minutes to get this ready for stuffing. Okay, this has been cooking now, and it's browned up nice. We're talking right around 12 minutes on this now, and it is almost ready for the next step. And at this point, now you can do this any way that you please, but this is the way I do it, okay? At this point, about 12 minutes into this cooking up, and sometime less, sometimes a little more, you'll know as it browns, and you'll know when your peppers are getting nice and tender. But let's put top back on that. At this point, I'm going to put my cilantro on here, okay? And I like to do this personally when this is almost done, because I don't like it the flavor to cook into everything. I want the little flavor to be just in little pieces, sort of like, and I don't want it blended in the whole sauce. And what I'm going to do is take out a Papatuck pinch, throw it down the table, and I'm going to cut it up. And we're just going to sort of dice this up, stems and all. Okay? Just like this. Not a lot. What you're actually talking is maybe two tablespoons. Papatuck pa. Okay? Alright, now we're going to take and put that cilantro right in there. Okay? Just like that. And we are going to mix that up. And it is going to be perfection it. Oh my God, smell that. That smells so good. Oh my God, does that ever smell good. Now, that we've done that, we're going to go another 2 or 3 minutes. No more than 3. Okay? And we are going to take this off of here. So, let's get that go a couple more minutes, and we will take that off of there. And I'll show you what the next step is. All right, these babies are browned up, and it's time to get them off of here. Okay, let's set that right there. Look at that. Now that's what we're looking at right there. Isn't that nice? Yeah! My God, does that ever smell good? But we're going to get this into a plate. Okay. They are browned up. Perfection it. We want to get them right out of here. And then I'll show you the next step is we're going to take that homemade salsa and we're going to throw it right into that pan. Just like that. We're going to turn this baby back up to about 275 again. And we're going to take our orange soda or orange juice or mango juice, whatever you choose to use. We're going to put that 1/4 cup in there. That's it, just a 1/4 cup. Okay? Then we are going to put cans of our sauce in there. Let's get these babies opened up. There's one. That baby's starting to sizzle up already. Here's 2. Now while that orange soda is sizzling up in there and putting that flavor into that salsa, let's stir that a little bit. We're bringing that up to temperature. Okay, just like that. Let's get that up to temp. We'll open up these other 2 cans of sauce. There's 1, 2, and 3. And 4. Now, what we're after is we want to bring that salsa and orange soda up to a simmer. Once we get that simmering, we will put our sauce in there. Okay? And we will let our sauce simmer for 10, maybe 15 minutes. So let's let this get up and then we'll put our sauces in. Alright, we are simmering up nice. Look at that. Oh my God, does that ever smell good? Yeah! So we're going to put our sauces in here. 2 cans, 3 cans, 4 cans, okay? Let's get that stirred in. Oh my God, does that ever smell good? Let's bring this up to a simmer. 15 minutes. And while that's coming up to a simmer, we are going to start rolling up our enchiladas. Alright, now we are wrapping these babies. Look how pliable these are. We're going to lay that down. We are going to take 2 pieces of cheese. Put towards this end of it, okay? Towards you. Take a spoonful of our meat mix. Like I say, this could be any kind of a meat. Love these things. Put about, just about like that, okay? There's probably 2 tablespoons there. And then you're going to bring this up and fold it in and tuck it. Just like Papatuck. Just like that, okay? And that's your enchilada. The seam goes down in the casserole dish, like this. Okay, let's show you that real quick again. Boom. 2 pieces of cheese. A little bit of our mix. This is so easy to do, it's not even funny. Okay? Don't worry about it coming out the ends. And we're going to flip it and roll it. Just like that. And I'm going to continue doing this and fill up my casserole dish. Our sauce is starting to simmer up nice. We're going to stir that. Then I'm going to cover these totally in sauce. Submerge them. Then they go in the oven for maybe 10-15 minutes till that cheese melts, and they're done. So, okay, let's step some of this stuff out of our way. Put this over here. Get our meat board out of the way. Take it over here so Mama Tuck can clean it. I love it. We got these babies all stuffed, and this is what they're looking like. And I actually took a couple of 10 inches and get them up real quick while I was taking a break for a minute because I run a little bit low. But make sure you just got some extra ones on hand because you got plenty of sauce and whatnot all prepped up. But basically what you've prepared is a casserole dish full of your Papatucks Enchiladas. And now we're at a point where the sauce is done. I'm turning it off, unplugging her, our fryer, and we are going to put our sauce on. Let me get this out the way. Bring this baby right over here and set it on the meat board. And at this point, what we're going to do is smother these enchiladas with that fresh smelling sauce. Oh my God, does that ever smell good. So take and put a top coat on there, just spreading it out, just like this. And remember, what you're doing is you're covering these babies right up. Totally. Submerge these enchiladas in your nice sauce. And then they go into the oven at 350. And my oven is all preheated at 350. And we're warming these up for maybe 15 minutes until that cheese melts on the inside of these. And then they're done. And I'll show you as we take them out of the oven. All right, and we're going to have a little extra sauce left, which is cool because you can use it as a dipping sauce next to it. Or you can use it as another dish. Let it cool, put it in the freezer. There you go. But I will actually take this sauce that's left over and add it to my quesadillas when I cook them babies up. That's what it's looking like in your casserole dish. All right, now, just before this is oven ready, we're going to throw about 3 tablespoons of our hot sauces in here, okay? And I'll put these on line so you know what we're using. Get it in there, just about like that. About 3 tablespoons of each. We're going to stir this up, just like this. We're going to add a little sauce to it, just like this. Stirring it up, just like that, and we're going to mix it over the top. Just like this. Just over the top of your casserole dish. Just like that. Spread it out a little bit. That way it's just right. And then, that baby is going right into the oven. Yee-haw! See you in 15 minutes. Alright, it's been about 12 minutes and I think these babies are done. Let's get these babies out the oven. And this is what they're looking like. Look at that. Now we're going to find out if the cheese is melted there in a minute. So we'll put one of these babies on the plate. They ever smell good. So let's get baby out of here. Use 2 spatulas, a spoon and a spatula. Put that baby right on. Oh my God, look at that. Take a little extra sauce. Put on top of that. Look at that. Now you can put a little sour cream on this too if you like. That's about what it's looking like. Now let's see how that cheese is melted. Look at that. Oh my God, that cheese is melted up perfectly. Oh. Mmm. Oh my God, these are delicious. Oh, that is awesome. Well, there you go. Papatucks Enchiladas. And you can do it in your kitchen. I'll see you soon. Thank you.